Hi, I'm Kate. Welcome to the Google for Education stand here at Bett. We've been here a few years now, and I think in this vlog you're going to see some of what we are bringing to the world of education.
So this is one of the premium education tech conferences, right?
Yeah.
Google has all kinds of education-related stuff.
So it's
what are you showing over here?
So we have a lot of computer science partners here. We have a great app called Science Journal, which takes all the technology in a smartphone to help read things like wind speed and pressure. We've got some of our program partners over here. We've got some 3D printing. Basically this whole area is to show teachers of science and maths how you can use technology in the classroom.
And there's a lot of Chromebooks at the booth, right?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, yeah, so we're showing off some of the latest Chromebooks that have just been launched. We've got some
They
cool...
actually launched them at this show.
I think so.
A couple of them have been launched for the show, yeah.
Launched for this show, yeah. So they've got some cool new features, things like we've got this one from Lenovo that includes a garage stylus that just clicks into the side.
This is the 500E.
Which is a 500E, yeah.
And this one folds and everything. And
yeah, so this one's convertible 360, so it can be used as a tablet as well. You've got a world-facing camera on this device as well.
Is that for augmented reality apps?
That one...
Is that possible to use that, or?
I'm not...
There,
sure.
Maybe.
Not sure.
But it's a back-facing camera?
Yeah, it's a
when you're
rear-facing
holding
camera.
in tablet mode, right?
When it's in tablet mode, the students are able to video like they would with a normal consumer tablet, but in a much more robust device. So they've got things like rubberized edges that mean that they can be put a bit more through their paces, more designed for children of all ages.
And there's also a new Dell Chromebook right here. What does this camera do down here?
So that's the same thing. That's another world-facing camera.
It's called world-facing.
World-facing camera.
What's cool about all the Chromebooks? They have all great keyboards, great mouse. It's a requirement, right?
Yeah, it's really good. And actually, you also notice on Chromebooks, it's all lowercase lettering, which is fantastic for students who are learning to write correctly. So primary school students as well.
So what kind of lettering did you say?
Lowercase lettering.
Lowercase.
Yeah, which sometimes some keyboards with only uppercase lettering, it's not as conducive to learning how to write as easily.
And most consumer devices will have a capital letters keyboard.
And what's the consideration in the mouse pad? There's always a big, large one with a multi-touch. So that's like the requirements also. Yeah. So let's walk around the room.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What else do you want to see?
Let's walk around, see some of the demos you have over there.
Okay,
so
sure.
There's a whole bunch of Chromebooks more and showing off some different things with the Chromebooks.
Yeah, I'll also show you one of the features we're showcasing here at Bett are Chromebooks that are compatible with a stylus device, so it's a touchscreen device. What we've done is made these quite affordable for schools in that the technology that works with the stylus device is actually all in a Chromebook. So if a kid loses a pen, it's not something that's super expensive that you've lost.
They can even use, I saw on some of them they can use pencils.
Yep, probably.
Like, interesting. This is the Pixel book.
Yeah, that's the new Pixel book.
It's available worldwide.
Not worldwide yet. I don't know. Yeah.
But especially in the US, there's a lot of this. So
Yeah, it's available in the US. Can I also take you over here? The other thing, this is really important with the upcoming General Data Protection Regulation that's coming out in May. We're announcing about some new security features such as DPA and hosted Gmail S-MIME that help make schools pull a few levers to help them in their road to being compliant as a data controller in GDPR.
Some new rules in the EU.
Yep, there's a new worldwide, a new EU-wide
Security.
piece of legislation that's coming out. Yeah, it's called the GDPR, or the General Data Protection Regulation. And Google, as a data processor, is compliant with GDPR, and schools need to be compliant as data controllers.
And this is going to be part of the Chrome OS update. All these functionality.
G Suite, Chrome OS as an operating system is GDPR compliant. So we're just launching some new tools for free that will help schools manage some of their data in their road to becoming GDPR compliant.
So let's walk around some more. Looking around here, this is I did a video about this one. It's a new one with I think it works with a pencil.
Yeah.
Let's walk. So during the week, you've been having like kind of classes here? What are they talking about?
Yeah, so we have two fabulous ex-teachers who are now turned demonstration experts. Dean, do you want to come on camera actually?
Hey.
Do you want to explain a little bit about what you're doing here, Dean?
Yeah, we're running a hands-on. Do you want me to speak to the camera or to Kate? To you. So we're running a hands-on demonstration of G Suite and Chromebooks. And so we're looking at things like using Google Classroom, collaborating in docs, doing self-marking quizzes in Google Forms, and even a bit of exploring spreadsheets, which is kind of my favorite kind of flourish at the end of the demo.
So isn't it exciting in general for teachers to start working with this kind of collaboration features and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think if you'd been here through the days and seen some of the reactions from the teachers when they see the Explore tool in Sheets, for example, they certainly look excited anyway.
So in real time, they can see what every student is doing, kind of?
Absolutely.
They can jump in and help?
Yeah, so you can have up to 100 people collaborating in real time on one document, same in spreadsheets and slides as well. So things like collaborative notes in the classroom, that's perfect.
How about stylus input notes? Are they also collaborative?
Absolutely.
In what app?
Depending on the app that you're using. So Google has a Classroom Android app, for example, where students could open up their document and use the stylus to then ink over the work that they've done.
They can highlight text, or
exactly. Yeah.
They can scribble around the text?
Anything like that, yeah.
And that's just instantly collaborative. Instantly, the teacher can scribble on the document of the kid.
Right now, the writing with a stylus isn't collaborative. Just when we're working on a document and typing together, something like Explain Everything, which is an Android app that runs on Chromebooks, allows you to collaborate in a whiteboard space like that. So you could import pictures or some of your work, for example, and then they could collaborate.
And so, how much educational content is there out there that's perfect on Chromebooks? Is it possible to get all the...
You asked that before. We don't have a number. There's a lot,
yeah.
But we don't have a number.
But there's more and more of the kind of like curriculums that need to be digitized, kind of, right?
Yeah, as you probably know, the Classroom API is completely open source. People can build things that work with Chrome.
And some of them are the Android apps that run on Chrome, and other are just web-based, right?
Exactly. So there's a really nice mixture now. Having the Google Play Store and being able to run Android apps essentially opens up a world of possibilities that weren't available before. And then obviously you've still got the power of the web and things like Soundtrap and FLAC for music teachers, for example. So Soundtrap is a great example of collaborating on music. So we could have someone recording their voice and singing on my track here, and someone in Australia recording on their guitar, and we're doing that together making a piece of music.
One thing that I'm wondering, I don't know if it's, maybe you probably can't answer, is that it would be cool if there was a statistic. If you use Chromebooks in the class, how much better did the kids perform?
But that's so subjective. We'd love to be able to say something like that. There's definitely been...
They get 20% smarter, maybe. Okay, I'm just
definitely
joking.
got some great case studies of the way teachers have used technology to really change the way they teach, the way students work together, or the way they learn. That has seen measured improvements in learning. Obviously, that's a case-by-case basis, but it's really exciting to see when that happens.
A lot of things are happening in this space, right? Yeah. It's a very busy area. And you working with Europe mostly, or UK?
I myself work in Europe.
So because the Chromebook market has been quite large in the education in the US, but now it's growing in Europe too?
So Chromebooks are number one in the US, but they're also now number one in Sweden, in Canada, and in New Zealand. They're used worldwide by a few million people.
I think it was more than 25 million students.
20 million students worldwide.
20 million students worldwide, but 80 million users of G Suite for Education, which is the software that we have available in the classroom.
Nice. So let's walk a little bit more around.
Sure.
Cool. So around here is what is the professional development about?
So Google for Education has a lot of free online resources for teachers to help them use our tools, and it's taught in a really organic, intuitive way, so that it's not sort of just knowing the features of the tools, but how you might use them if you were a teacher for a specific task. And what Jean and Ollie are showing as well is very much like, if you're a teacher, here's a task you have to do every day, and here's how our tools can help make that easier or help you get there.
Nice. And over here, just people using the stylus, or doing some kind of like stylus stuff around here.
This is the Jamboard as well. So this is something new at Bett. The Jamboard is a new piece of.
It's like interactive whiteboard software?
Yeah, it's an interactive whiteboard that can really facilitates collaboration. I might leave you in the hands of Ashley to do a better job when that comes.
So I'm busy right now, maybe we'll jump right back.
Yeah.
Let's just jump right back.
Okay, I have.
What's going on here? Is gaming for education? Is that possible to have like fun education games?
Yeah, it definitely is. So this what you're seeing here is a game called Breakout EDU.
Right here is there's a lock, and when
and the whole idea of this game is it's kind of like the escape room concept, and it's a series of steps you have to perform using G Suite application.
and there's some Google Suites.
And as you solve those steps, you see all these various locks that you can unlock, and at the very end you win a little prize of candy. This is our newly launched. Be Internet Legends is our new online new resource to help students, carers and teachers learn about digital citizenship, staying safe online, and there's some fantastic resources that we're launching.
All right, so you like educational content for that?
Yeah, let me get someone who maybe is good to speak.
Let's try.
Hi, sorry, if you just log in. Either of you comfortable speaking to camera a little bit about this?
Yeah.
Do you want to come on over? Come on.
So what are you doing with Be Internet Legends?
We are teaching young people between the ages of 7 and 11 how to stay safe online and have fun.
So they have to consider not to share the information.
Yeah, so we covered 5 pillars of internet safety, everything from thinking before they share, making sure they have strong passwords, but also the really important stuff around being kind and reporting when things go wrong.
Being kind to each other, help each other, something like that?
Yeah, being kind to each other, helping out when they see other people getting into difficulties,
Not to
being nice
bully.
internet citizens, not to bully. Yeah,
It's
really
not
important
nice
one.
when the kids are bullying.
Really important
Yeah.
one, not bullying each other, not getting involved in other people's arguments, just being nice digital
Are there any
citizens.
tools to connect the parents, get them involved?
The big thing about this program is that the children love it, they get really excited about it, and at the end of it they're an internet legend. So they go home and they talk to their parents.
So right here is there some information about all the different things right here, right?
Yep, so there are lesson plans, there are activities, there's an online game that goes with it, there's everything you need to know to help children become internet legends in the booklet.
Nice. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Do you want to see?
Yeah. Let's jump over here.
And then basically,
You have an application.
yeah, so Google Expeditions was launched a couple of years ago, and I think 2 million children now have taken an expedition. 2 things
Really?
we're launching here at Bett. One big piece of feedback that we had from a lot of teachers is that they just want to create their own expedition and map it to the content or the curriculum that they're teaching.
Whoa. So does that go? Let me jump over here. Oh, sorry. Does that go into the Google Earth kind of?
Yeah, it's rotate around like this. That
Going on the water right now? The kids can go on the water even.
Yeah, they can go underwater, and so the two things that are launching at Bett are Tour Builder, so teachers can now build their own expedition, and Expeditions AR or augmented reality, which you'll see here. There'll be some customers demonstrating it. You can search and have a look at this. Yeah. The QR code is loading up the QR code there.
But it's like school.
Right, okay,
It's not in ruins like the real one. So they can see how it was back then. And can you go inside and see the fighting happening?
You can do it next week. Whereas if you wanted,
I guess.
With the lions and everything? All right.
or you can make.
So is there a lot of content for this?
Yeah, it's growing. A lot is
You're welcome.
but yes, there's definitely content and it's growing.
Because I think it's great if the kids can feel like it's a roller coaster ride to go to school, and they can be
Exactly.
like excited
I'm
and be
with you
like,
on that.
I want to go to Rome.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Well, so what this really helps is like, I mean, to go to Rome is a big thing, right?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Expeditions just allows to, you can go anywhere in the world, but off a phone.
Is there anything interactive about it where they have to answer questions?
Yeah, so Expeditions is built for a teacher to be able to talk through it in the classroom. We have questions, we have prompts. There's also now Tour Builder, so teachers can build their own, and I believe students can too. I will double check that.
Yeah. Cool. And then there's this Jamboard. Let's try to jump in through here.
We're
checking out the Jamboard.
So I can then load it in there, and I can essentially
So-
bring in content from my document.
Is that a web-based app or is it a?
Here,
It is a web-based app.
have
Maybe wait until because she'll do a really good job.
pull those out. I can annotate on top of those. So let's fix this. So I can say, go ahead, let's go ahead and fix this. And if I'm in from my app, I can say, okay, no problem. I'll revive.
So it is synchronized.
Yes.
Synchronized.
Yep, so everything's happening live, real-time collaboration. So you can go ahead and take this, and if I want to go ahead and edit, I can double tap, and I can say, great, but let's make sure that that Tina's ideas are in pink, and Ashley's ideas will be in yellow. So we can kind of, you know what I mean? So we can take this, drag it, bring it over here. Exactly. Yeah.
Does this only work on the Jamboard, or it works with any interactive whiteboard?
So the software is proprietary to the hardware, so it is going to be baked into this device here specifically.
So it's not like just a web-based or an Android app or something?
It is an app, so you do have an app that is separately available, and it's going to be downloadable for Android or iOS. You can also download it on your Chromebook, as long as Chromebook has the Play Store compatibility.
This hardware has more of the whiteboard features. This is like a...
Yeah, this is more of a scaled-down version from your app. So if you're using it from mobile, you have about 3 features. But if you're using it from your tablet app, then you have all the exact same features that you do here on the board.
All the exact same.
Exact same, except you get 1 plus extra from your tablet. You're going to have that drive access, so you'll be able to download, to load in your docs, your sheets, your slides.
So you can just have a very big tablet, like any interactive tablet, and just load it.
Not necessarily. You mean as far as like having a different screen display, or
having the same functionality?
Not. It wouldn't be for anything but this specific hardware here.
All right. How much does it cost?
£4,000, and then I know it's $498 for the year for the licensing.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Try to do dual functions
So
there.
that was a nice tour of all the stuff that you have.
You
and,
happy with what you've seen?
Yeah, and there's much more coming.
Yeah, we're always, one thing to say is like if you're using our tools, please always feedback. We do look at that. That's what's made us build some of these new features, is because we know people ask for them and we build for them.
Does Google have a support staff for the teachers and stuff like that?
And we have support for all our products, yes.
Issues, or they don't know how to do something?
We have support, yes, we do.
Right. Cool, and there's also this admin system.
The admin console,
the console is only available for license fee for the schools to buy, right? This kind of like, and they all use that.
No. So if a school wants to use G Suite for Education, and if they want to be able to manage, schools can sign up to G Suite for Education for free. They can use it for free. If you buy Chromebooks, we have a license fee. A one-off license fee per Chromebook is £19, and that means that Chromebook can be centrally managed from one admin console.
Nice. So it's just £19 one-time fee.
One-time fee per device, yes.
And that means they can use forever. They can be managed.
Yep. As long as that Chromebook is alive, it can be managed.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.